Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself. Oh, and if you don't mind, like, subscribe, comment. And I've got a link tree down below that's got my social media, and it has my Patreon if you want to help out. Thank y'all. Most people have probably never interacted with an assistant U.S. attorney, so they may not be aware of the power they have. If you read my suggested book, The Gaudy Wars, you would have seen how they have power to shape a federal grand jury, be in charge of investigations, and can ruin lives. So them being out of control is bad for everyone. There's also most likely a chance that you know what an FBI special agent is. But going through these DOJ OIG reports, Department of Justice, Office of Inspector General reports, it seems like Merrick Garland's Department of Justice just seemed to be way out of control. Now, I'm only going to read two in this report, but we're going to cover what they did. Now, if you don't have to believe in the lawfare that occurred against Trump and his allies, this should still worry you, even if you don't believe that. And how criminal cases are handled by the DOJ with these people in charge? Yeah, these people seem to be way out of control. Now, these are just two cases, like I said, so I could go over many more, and it would take me hours, but we're just going to cover these two for now. This first case, Department of Justice, Office of Inspector General, initiated this investigation into the receipt of information from the Federal Bureau of Investigation alleging that an assistant special agent in charge sexually harassed an FBI employee and a special agent in charge failed to make a mandatory referral of harassment allegations to the FBI Inspection Division. During this course of the investigation, the OIG found indications that the ASAC may have harassed a second FBI employee, may have discriminated against an applicant to the FBI based on the applicant's disability, and may have lacked candor under oath during the OIG interview. The OIG substantiated the allegations that the ASAC sexually harassed an FBI employee, harassed a second FBI employee, discriminated against an applicant to the FBI based on the applicant's disability, and lacked candor in the OIG. So basically substantiated all those, and that the SAC failed to report the harassment allegations in violation of policy. So the SAC retired from the FBI. No criminal prosecution happened. And yeah, that seems to be what's going on at the FBI. Okay, and the second person, Department of Justice, Office of Inspector General, initiated an investigation after receiving information from a local police department that an assistant U.S. attorney had used his government-issued mobile device to engage in extensive sexually explicit and sexually oriented communications with an individual who later became target of a police investigation. I'm beginning to wonder what they were doing to get investigated. The OIG investigation substantiated the allegation that the AUSA exchanged numerous inappropriate, sexually explicit, and sexually oriented text messages with the individual using the AUSA's government-issued mobile device in violation of DOJ policy and federal ethics violations. The OIG found that the AUSA left their office during work hours for a sexual encounter with the individual in violation of federal ethics regulations. Yeah, they concluded the AUSA engaged in conduct prejudicial to the government and created an appearance of violating the law by continuing to interact with the individual, including by using the AUSA's phone, after the individual had provided indications to the AUSA that the individual was engaged in illegal activity. So this AUSA knew that the person that he was having carnal relations with was engaging in criminal activity. Prosecution was declined, of the AUSA. They probably they didn't say that there seemed to be, but nothing seems to have happened to him. So this should tell you what was going on at Garland's DOJ right there. I am well aware that the DOJ has been messed up for many decades, but it only seems to be getting worse. I mean, the FBI under Hoover was horrendous, but they at least tried to protect the American people. The Department of Justice has always tried to protect the American people. But you can't tell me that that's what they do anymore. And these two cases should alert you to the fact that we've got even worse situations going on there. And I am going to continue to harp on them even when Trump is in office because, well, even if Gates gets to be the Attorney General, there will be a whole lot of cleaning out that needs to be done, and people need to realize how big of a job it is. So this has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all think about what all is going on in the Department of Justice, because this is going to be a nasty job to have to clean out. Folks, I just want to say thank you for listening. I want to thank you for taking your time. I want to hear what your comments are about what you think on this topic, because your comments are what's important, not necessarily mine. I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care if you're conservative. I don't care if you're liberal. I don't care if you're Democrat. I want to hear your opinion on these topics. I want to thank you yet again for listening to my video. Like, subscribe, and all that other hoopla. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.